So my accident actually happened November of 2020. It was the first snowfall. We have a Jeep. We went four-wheeling on Wheeler's Pass. A friend of ours went into the ditch and we were wenching her out, and I was heading back to our Jeep and I slipped and fell on my back. That was it. Knocked the wind out of me. It's a little sore. Went on for about a month. My shoulder started getting a little bit better. And then 2 months later, in January, now we're out in the desert, and I fell again. This time when I fell, I went to roll to kind of avoid hitting my shoulder, and I landed on a rock. So after a couple months of going to a therapist, and they would do some adjustments, and it would be good for a couple days, and then all of a sudden it got to where I couldn't even throw a tissue. I work for a logistics company. I build custom crates. I'm lifting full sheets, 8 foot by 4 foot sheets of 3/4 inch plywood by myself. I ride a motorcycle. I couldn't hold my motorcycle up, nothing. Realized I needed to get it checked. Had no clue who to look for here in Vegas, so I went on Facebook. I belong to a bunch of Jeep clubs, and I said, can anybody recommend a good orthopedic surgeon? I took the top 2 that everybody nominated. Crovetti Orthopaedics was under my insurance, and I also liked the fact that they had their own surgery center, their own recovery, and I thought, man, do everything right there. Came down and met with Dr. Pinegar, got an x-ray, found out that I fractured the bone. So did an MRI, and turns out I had a full tear of the rotator cuff and tore my bicep tendon. So he said it was probably one of the worst ones that he's seen. He was amazing. I've had knee surgery, and I've had a screw in my hand, had surgery on my hand. Had to have some nerves replaced, and this thing couldn't have went any better. Was in and out. His staff was amazing. They handled all the insurance for me. I got home from surgery. 2 days later, I get a call from medical supply place. They had ordered an orthopedic chair to my house to move my arm. What they said was probably going to be 6 months to a year before I was back at full strength. Thanks to Dr. Pinegar and whatever he did to my shoulder. 3 months later, I was back at full strength. I haven't had an issue since. I'm back to riding. I'm working. No soreness, no nothing. Like it never even happened. He's amazing. Really amazing.